Wait, are you already filming?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awkward. I mean, we can just edit this out from the start. Or alternatively... What are you doing to me, Ed? You bastard?
I was like doing like these ones like...
You're so mean.
But then I accidentally touched you and the game was up. Like I was doing it for like a solid 15 seconds.
Thanks. Hello everybody, welcome to Working Title Productions. I'm Ben, he's Ed, and this is Movie Talk Around the World. Not really, we're just...
I mean, it's our second week in a row off normal locations,
yeah,
so, you know.
It's been a
crazy few weeks, yeah.
It's fine. Hopefully next week we're back in our normal location with that ungodly red background.
I can't guarantee it.
Oh, really?
I mean, we probably will be, but, you know...
There is no guarantee.
Who knows what will happen?
So we've got this lovely whiteboard behind us.
That you can't see.
You probably can't read what's even on there. It says Movie Talk, and then our Twitter handles. We were organised. Not really. I mean, yeah. It's fine. But nonetheless, we're here giving you another episode. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to dive straight into it. This news isn't like brand new, but it's still fairly topical that we wanted to talk about it. And so we're just giving you recasting iconic roles with new or young actors. And in particular because Alden Ehrenreich was cast as Han Solo for the young Han Solo anthology film in the Star Wars franchise. And like, I think for the most part people are happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, and
he looks good.
I haven't seen him in anything, so I can't speak for him as an actor. But like, you know, Disney Lucasfilm, they went through this whole process with all these actors, and they decided that he was the best choice. Yeah. So I trust them with that decision. He doesn't look that much like Harrison Ford, so I trust that they picked him for his acting ability rather than just an impression.
I thought he has a good look for it.
Because everybody wanted, what's his name? The dude, he was in Age of Adeline, and he actually plays a young Harrison Ford in Age of Adeline. I think it's...
Doesn't matter.
Anthony Ingruber.
Okay.
Sorry, that took me way too long, but you can edit it. Anthony Ingruber plays young Harrison Ford in Age of Adeline, and he also does a great Han Solo and Indiana Jones impersonation, and he looks just like young Harrison Ford. But the thing was that it was an impersonation. It wasn't really like traditional acting. Like, you didn't know if you could take those essences and then put it in a new situation, have him say new dialogue and still feel like the same character. He was just sprouting lines that had already been said. And I'm not saying that he couldn't have done it, but from what we saw from Age of Adeline and his impersonation videos on YouTube, there was no guarantee he could actually take up the mantle.
Yep, sure.
I don't even know if he was part of the recruiting process or whatnot. But in the end, they've gone with Alden, whose name I will not, the last name I won't say again.
Alden Ehrenreich, it's not that hard.
I know.
Everything hung up about it, but really, it's there. It's Ehrenreich.
It's not actually a hard name to say. Ehrenreich. So yeah, we're going to talk about... Some people, they believe that certain roles belong to particular actors, that it's timeless, you can never recreate it. So well,
those people are wrong.
That's what we reckon.
Yeah.
But there's the argument that no one will ever be as good as Sean Connery as Bond.
What?
What? The opinion exists, Ed.
There are 3 better Bonds than him. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like Connery as Bond.
I mean,
he's fine, but
he fit the time
really
well.
Roger Moore was fantastic.
I like Roger Moore starts fantastic.
That's true.
I hate those last ones, and he regrets making the last one.
Sure.
He did.
And then Pierce Brosnan's great in GoldenEye, and then Daniel Craig is a really solid good Bond. So I think they're all better than Connery.
George Lazenby.
Can't speak to it. I haven't seen his Bond.
It's pretty bad. The only Australian.
Yeah.
And oh god.
I haven't seen the Tim.
You're just doing our country disservice, George. What were you thinking? He never even had any acting experience. Anyway, But then, you know, there's also the thing that there are people that believe, now it's a much smaller minority for this, but people who believe that Mel Gibson is the only Mad Max.
I can't believe that anyone's that passionate about Mad Max.
I know. Bruce Willis is the timeless everyman as John McClane, and he should never be replaced, which there are rumours they'll do.
I mean, he should be, but I agree that's probably one of the more iconic ones that we've mentioned. Like, he is John McClane, for lack of a better way
well,
to
he's
say
the everyman.
Sure.
Bruce Willis.
But,
no,
I still think you can recast John McClane. I think it's fair game.
Yeah, I think it is too. But there are people out there...
And Bruce Willis has moved on into, like, a different typecast sort of thing. He's like the...
Yeah. He's
He's
not the
the
everyman.
The old badass.
Old badass. I totally agree. But John Wayne is the classic American hero. You know, some people...
John Wayne is the classic American...
John Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Is it Lane? John Lane?
Lois?
Lois? It's her father. No. But the opinion exists that some people can never really be recast. And, well, you've already brought it up. We don't adhere to that. We believe that that a character should always be open to new interpretations and new actors. And we're going to go through a couple of times that we actually thought it was bad, and a couple of times that we thought it was good, under the assumption that yes, recasting is a good idea. If you disagree, like, comment below, tell us why. We'll have a chat with you about it. But we will say sometimes when it was bad, and we'll say sometimes when it was good. So, first time when recasting a character was a bad idea, The Lone Ranger. Like, I haven't even seen it, but I saw plenty of the promotional material, and I was thinking maybe I'll give this film a chance when it comes out in theatres, and I saw the critical reception, and apparently it's just awful. Like, The Lone Ranger it's not The Lone Ranger. And, like, he's a Native American being played by Johnny Depp. Very white man.
No, Lone Ranger is Arnie Hammer's
Yeah, no, sorry, Lone Ranger is Armie Hammer's character. Toto, whatever his name is. Look, the point is... the point is that a Native American is played by Johnny Depp. And it's so bizarre.
Like, but you can say about any movie where there's a character that of a different ethnicity. That happens a lot.
Scarlett Johansson as the Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with that. I don't.
That's a long story.
Yeah.
I've got no particular love for Lone Ranger, so like.
No, we can't attest to
either
that.
Interpretations.
But that was one
I can't speak to it.
Created quite the uproar a couple of years ago. It's probably worth mentioning. One you brought up before the show. You want to say it? George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney's Batman. Not as good as anyone who came before him.
Not as good as anybody who came after him either.
Like, you think he has the look, but like then you kind of like see him in it, and you kind of realize that he actually kind of doesn't.
It doesn't help that he did not bring his game at all.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, Brendan Routh is Superman.
Yeah,
which is more just a product of the movie itself. Like, I thought Routh did a fine job of being the Christopher Reeve era Superman. Like, he certainly wasn't being his own Superman. He was being Reeve's Superman. Just that's what he was doing, and that's what Bryan Singer wanted him to do. But so that's more of a...
Bryan Singer made more of a character study of the character of Superman rather than an actual story about him.
Sure. It's more thoughts about the movie rather than the actor itself.
Yeah. I think On Australia's probably said it best when here's Brendan Routh doing his best Christopher Reeve impersonation. That's really all he was given to do in that film, and so unfortunately, it's probably more to the fault. It is, and it's more to the fault of Singer and the writers than it was to Routh himself. But unfortunately, Routh was the guy in the role, and he couldn't quite take it to the next level. That was unfortunate. It was a time it didn't work, and then after that, Warner Brothers finally realised that they had to just drop that original Superman franchise and reboot it, and that's how we got Man of Steel. Say what you will about that.
Everybody loves, right?
Well, that's the thing. People either love it or hate it. Like, There's no middle ground.
No, there's middle ground. I am the middle ground.
Oh, you are the middle
yeah,
ground.
I don't love Man of Steel.
I mean, yeah.
It's like a 7.5 at best.
Well, then you're definitely middle ground's like a 5.
You said you either love it or hate it.
Alright, I'm sorry. You're closer to the middle ground, I suppose, than anybody else. Anyway, okay,
When was it good?
no, hang on, I've got one last bad one.
Okay.
The Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. Basically, anyone in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise that isn't Andrew Garfield. Well,
technically Emma Stone was a recast as well.
Oh yeah,
Well.
Gwen Stacy was in Spider-Man 3. I always forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, besides...
I thought Dan
DeHaan.
DeHaan was a fine choice for him. This is a shit movie.
Yeah,
but Dan DeHaan's awesome in Chronicle.
He is awesome in Chronicle. It doesn't make him awesome in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, but it's clear that he's got the acting chops, and I thought he was acted quite well in Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just got shit writing and
I suppose
shit
so.
character.
He was sort of shoehorned into the end of the film. When was it good? I think the most obvious choice for when was it good, besides Bond, was Charles Xavier, aka Professor X,
and
Magneto. In the X-Men franchise. Yeah. So that's James McAvoy's Professor X and Michael Fassbender, thank you.
Particular shout out to Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, he does an excellent job.
He just brings something that's just absolutely captivating. It's incredible.
Magneto was always a really interesting villain in the comics. But between him and
Ian McKellen.
Thank you, Ian McKellen. Between him and Ian McKellen, they really brought this character to life, and they made him so interesting. It's he's so cool. You can actually kind of relate.
And Ian McKellen plays Magneto very reserved and just very in control.
Very sophisticated.
Yeah, exactly.
As an older Magneto.
Yeah, as exactly. But Michael Fassbender just brings the passion and the emotion, and it's just
he's very raw.
And it's fantastic. First Class is really something.
They're all kind of something.
Final scene of First Class.
From what I'm hearing, Apocalypse will be the weakest of the trilogy.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well.
It's a little sad. I mean, apparently, it's still good. Apparently, but it's just the weakest.
It's sitting on about 50% of Metacritic.
Yeah, but again, even through that, they're Michael Fassbender
is still
as
fantastic.
Magneto is fantastic, and I really like James McAvoy as Professor X. He doesn't look anything like.
He's nice and
Patrick,
troubled.
Yeah, he doesn't look anything like Patrick Stewart, but he just sort of.
I mean, does anyone look like Patrick Stewart?
No. He is alone in his perfectness.
Anyways, so those guys are pretty good. I think the 2 new Spider-Mans that we've got, I think Andrew Garfield was really good as Spider-Man.
He was, yeah.
And then Tom Holland's even better as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so those are 2 really good recastings.
Gwen Stacy's recasting in The Amazing Spider-Man as well. We mentioned before Emma Stone.
Yep.
That's her name. I've nearly lost her name there for a second. Emma Stone was really good. Pretty much every Batman recasting that wasn't George Clooney. Michael Keaton was recast over Adam West.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's not like they were going to pick Adam West for Batman. But Michael Keaton was a great choice.
Yeah.
Despite initial reactions. Val Kilmer wasn't great.
He was fine.
He was fine. I haven't actually seen Batman forever.
It's a good time, alcohol required. Okay. Shout out to Jeremy Jahns.
Thanks, Jeremy Jahns, yeah. And then of course Christian Bale as the Dark Knight, and then Ben Affleck as the DCEU's not the DCEU's Batman, as the Batman. Ben Affleck as the Batman. It's pretty awesome, even if the movie doesn't quite understand his character. All excellent. Mostly superhero movies that tend to do the recasting. Has anybody else been recast? I'm trying to think. I think we've covered them all.
Yep. And now just skip that top one, I reckon. The one that's not there.
Yeah, we don't
need all of them. There are some definitely.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about some characters that we would recast, although, yeah, we could recast the next Batman. We won't, because Ben Affleck's going to be around for ages. Green Lantern hasn't been cast in the DC Extended Universe yet. And there are multiple Green Lanterns you could choose, so we are
all of them.
We are. I don't know.
Including Simon Baz.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know who I'd cast as Guy Gardner.
I'd take a time machine, go back maybe a decade, and cast Freddie Prinze Jr.
Alright.
That's what I would do.
Alright.
Young Freddie Prinze Jr. is Guy Gardner. Book it.
Interesting.
But otherwise, who plays Flash Thompson in Amazing Spider-Man?
Oh,
He's like turned into like a really big actor, but I can't remember his name.
Tell you what. Flash Thompson. Okay. Flash Thompson as
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, but as Guy Gardner.
As Guy Gardner. Yeah.
Okay. And then for Hal Jordan. Or do you want to do Jon Stewart?
I just want to wait for this because
No.
just let him know.
Just talk about it.
He's
Who's the actor?
it'll be under his photo.
Yeah.
Portrayed by.
Chris Zilka.
Okay, maybe it was the one, the original Spider-Man that got popular.
Okay. Do you want me to do that one too?
Yeah, do it.
I mean, just tell them who you'd cast as the Green Lanterns.
I don't know who I would cast as Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Chris Pine would have been a good choice, but now he's in Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Joe.
Have to play both.
Joe Manginello. Yeah, Joe Manginello obviously can't play Guy Gardner anymore. He's changed quite a bit.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's playing Deathstroke. That's who he's playing.
Oh, cool.
No, he's not. But like, I want him to.
That could work.
Yeah, look how good he is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Look at that nice grey facial hair. And he's married to some famous actress whose name I can't remember. But it's fine. Yeah, so I don't know about Hal Jordan. Jon Stewart's a tough one as well. Like everyone says Idris Elba, but yeah. Like,
Yeah,
he'd be fine, but not quite right. So
there were talks for a long time about casting The Rock as
No.
I don't know.
No. Unless cast The Rock as Kilowog. Now that
would be
watch.
awesome,
That would be
yeah.
so cool.
Ed, you think of such great ideas. You should be like
Work
casting people.
yeah, Warner Brothers hire me.
You actually.
But Rock is already playing Black Adam, and that's a really good casting.
I mean, now that movie's in production, Limbo, so who knows?
Is it?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
hearing
probably.
rumours more than confirmation.
I mean, Rock has just so many projects.
Yeah,
Like,
he just dives into everything.
Jumanji.
It's pretty great.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but that's why we love him. For me personally, one who I had for a long time, but is probably too old now. I really would have liked to have seen Bradley Cooper as Hal Jordan.
Yeah, we've kind of missed the boat a little bit on that one.
Yeah, he's just a tad too old now. And the Hangover movies.
Cole Rayner, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh yeah,
Book it.
that could work.
Book it.
I like that. I don't know who you cast as Jon Stewart.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
He's a slightly older Lantern, isn't he?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Former Marine turned
mean-
archaeologist.
Yeah.
No, architect.
It's too late.
It's weird.
Is it too late to cast Michael B. Jordan, or has he turned off superhero films now? This is the guy that
I wouldn't
plays
mind Michael.
Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
in the Fantastic
I know.
Four
I'm
movie,
aware. And he's in Creed.
Yes, he's in Creed, and he does a great job in that movie.
In a few years, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd see it.
If he's not completely turned off the idea of comic book movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he very well could be.
Mm.
Having worked on Fantastic Four.
Who's next?
I mean, do we recast Iron Man, or do we just
I don't
trust
think we need to talk
they'd
about
rather
that for now.
write him out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Yeah.
before they recast him? Robert Downey Jr. does pretty much own that role.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine anybody else playing him. Luke Skywalker. This one's simply on the list because
There's that image floating around
yeah.
of Sebastian Stan as Mark Hamill
The-
as Luke Skywalker.
The resemblance is quite uncanny.
It's pretty good actually.
Right.
Like
And it's not just a matter of looking like him. Like, we know Sebastian Stan can act. He does really good as the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's a very different character
Yeah.
to Luke Skywalker, and even other movies I've seen like The Martian.
Well, I don't know.
Still very different.
Yeah, I mean, he sort of plays a hero archetype
personally would.
in the supporting role in the first Avenger.
Yeah, I put it this way: I wouldn't cast Sebastian Stan as Luke
You would? Who would you cast?
I don't know.
You probably wouldn't cast anyone because Mark Hamill's still alive.
Yeah, it's kind of unnecessary unless you're putting him in one of the anthology films.
Yeah, and it's not like Harrison Ford, who could drop dead at any moment.
Yeah.
Out of the sky from an aeroplane.
And Mark Hamill's not going to have much action stuff to do with 8 anyway, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
But it's worth bringing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I suppose there's a number of people you could cast. Hayden Christian, no. I'm going to pretend I didn't say that. Darth Vader, can you recast Darth Vader?
I mean, you can't.
Like the voice of James Earl Jones. Like, you can put any man in the suit, but we're talking like when you take off the mask, or even to play a young Anakin Skywalker.
Because there are heaps of great actors voice actors who can provide VO for Darth Vader.
Yeah, as they have in the video games.
And like Star Wars Rebels as well.
Yep.
But
like
as like an actual Anakin Skywalker character.
Yes. Assuming you don't bring back Hayden Christensen, which could be difficult because the prequels are canon. Yeah. Like, Disney doesn't want to cut off the prequels. The prequels are family.
Sadly.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's hard.
I like Hayden Christensen. I feel like people bag him out a lot. I feel like he was just... He's not an excellent actor.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
You've got it?
Adam Driver.
You're not helping, Ed. I need to dig myself out of this hole because I've said Hayden Christensen's a good actor. So, like, he's not an excellent actor by any means, but I think he's better than what you see in the prequels, mostly because George Lucas can't direct actors. He directs puppets. I feel like Hayden Christensen can do better, and he has done better. I saw American Heist recently, which in itself is also not a great film, but he does a much better job in that. Like, his brotherly relationship with...
I just came with a really good,
whoever that dude
really
was.
good one for the next one.
Oh, yeah? For the next one?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe Darth Vader's one of those ones which you just shouldn't recast.
Yeah, and you don't
maybe,
have to
like,
take
the
the
Darth Vader
Vader
story has been told.
Yeah. And if you need to put him in something, just get the voice. Get some people to do the voice.
Yeah, definitely. So, Indiana Jones is the next on the list.
Get ready.
Because, hang on, I just want to quickly say, because, like, obviously Han Solo's been recast, and now people are like, oh, Harrison Ford played both characters, I guess we should recast this one too, and maybe with the same actor. I don't want them to do that.
No.
We don't need the same actor playing two iconic roles. Give another actor a chance to shine.
You're gonna hate me. John Krasinski.
John...
From The Office?
From The Office. Hang on. Oh, I can't remember what this guy looks like.
He used to be like this like massive like chum nerd on The Office, but like really hilarious as well. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, but he turns like this like really buff, almost like action hero figure.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, that guy.
Yes.
Right.
I would love it. That would. Oh my gosh, it'd be so good.
I mean,
it'd be so good.
It's not the worst idea ever. Man, John Krasinski. Krasinski.
Krasinski.
I mean, it's spelled with an I.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I suppose so. If you want like a funnier, more family-friendly Indiana Jones, certainly.
Yeah, and he's also buff, and he's got a cool facial.
He is pretty buff. I mean, like we discussed this off camera, you don't like my choice, and for good reason too. So we'll like bring it up on camera. But
we've also got a minute and a half left.
Oh really? No, okay. Well, I mean, I would pick Chris Pratt and Ed quickly told him why that's a bad idea.
Like he's already been basically Indiana Jones in 2 other movies, Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, so I don't really think he needs to do it again. There's no reason to keep actors in typecasts. Like,
which is fair enough.
Like that's why I'm casting John Krasinski as Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and that's a good reason, but I feel like he really captures the spirit. But like, it works both ways. You're certainly not wrong. I don't feel like I'm wrong either.
And we'll just...
Wolverine, quickly go.
Tom Hardy.
Okay, well, I can't remember his name. Henry Cavill. I would cast Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Bond. Henry Cavill as Wolverine. He totally has the look. Quick.
Nope.
Okay, fine.
Nope.
Go, say Bond.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy is Bond as well. That's funny because Henry Cavill is Bond as well.
Yeah, I agree with that one. But really, Henry Cavill. Oh,
For Wolverine?
Alright, you can
Is
do
that
the.
it?
Alright, I'm done.
Alright, no, Ed's done. Okay, I've totally pissed off Ed. Oh, this has been movie talk, and I think we're about to run out of time on the SD card. So, thank you very much for watching, and
Just
we'll
do
see
it
you
all.
next
Just do it all
time.
really quickly.
You can find me at Benchwaters01. You can find him at Mr. Spaghetti 22. The banner will be down the bottom. Facebook, working title, YouTube, and youtube.com/. We don't have a proper link yet.
Facebook.com/working title YouTube
Okay,
is the Facebook one.
there you go. You just heard Ed. Go to it.